we have some cool stuff that I really want to talk about here. Actually, let me go ahead and introduce, right? We have my friend Kevin McKeever from Harmony Gold, and we're going to talk about Robotech. Now, I got to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys in the house know about Robotech? Have you ever watched Robotech?
Oh, I see. They're the
awesome.
fans.
We got some people out there who are fans of it. So, for those of you who don't know, Robotech it's essentially the anime that, for at least in North America, kind of kicked everything off, right?
Yeah.
Came around a long 1985.
Yeah, 1985. Robotech premiered in 1985. It was very unique for its time because it had serialized storylines, it had well-written characters, and here's something too, for an animated show, when Robotech, when they killed a character, unlike a lot of science fiction franchises, they actually stayed dead.
Yeah.
You know, they killed them, they stayed dead, you know,
right.
and that was the thing. It was very groundbreaking for its time. You know, we look at shows like Walking Dead and we see the serialized storylines. You know, we take it granted today, but back then in 1985, in afternoon prime time, that was unheard of. It was a very groundbreaking show. It launched the modern day anime boom we see today.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, and we'll get into some more Robotech goodness as far as what's coming down the line, but there are some pretty cool things, you know, couple toy releases, which is a pretty big deal. A lot of merchandise is coming out too. You know, Robotech, it's an easily marketable brand. Giant robots beating the crap out of each other, beating the crap out of aliens. It doesn't get any better than that, which is really cool.
Well, it's not just giant robots, though. It's about characters.
That's very true.
You know, if I say Rick Hunter or Roy Fokker or Dana Sterling or Scott Bernard, you know, Robotech fans know them because they're characters. Robotech focuses on character, tells good story with good characters, and that's why it's endured for 30 years.
Yeah, it's very true. If you actually have, you know, and again, I know we have a lot of like younger fans who may be familiar with Toonami's offerings of, you know, like Gundam or Escaflowne or something like that. Robotech was, you know, around that era, but it really did usher in for American TV what we kind of grew up with moving forward. And, you know, it's called the Macross Saga in Japan. If you ever get a chance, check that out. The Japanese stuff is incredible. But what we got here in North America was, to me, what hooked me. And you know, even the video games. I was a huge fan of Robotech Battlecry, one of my favorite PS2 games.
Yes.
I played the crap out of that one. Really fun to play. You know, you could transform to 3 different forms whenever you wanted to. So overall, I mean, it was just it was a great, you know, it's a great time to be a Robotech fan.
It is a great time to be a Robotech fan. We have a great new line of toys coming out. We have the 1/100 scale fully transformable Veritex. We have the blind box figures. You know, we just signed a new deal with 80stees.com to make Robotech t-shirts. And of course, we have the Robotech Voltron comic book crossover, which just came out in trade paperback this week.
Yep.
You know, the first time Robotech and Voltron have teamed up together in a
That's
comic
ridiculous,
book
by the way.
I know. It's
Robotech and Voltron.
Yes,
man.
Robotech and Voltron have teamed up.
My childhood.
Your childhood dreams have arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Robotech and Voltron.
Robotech and Voltron. That's out on trade paperback right now from Wildstorm and Dynamite Comics. I mean, we have a great future for Robotech. It's just really incredible.
Yeah, and there actually you can see some of the footage of Robotech and, you know, what it's all about. I mean, and again, the transformative, you know, Veritex, how it really just kind of changed the way that a lot of people had approached, you know, designing mecha anime and whatnot. Very influential in that space. There's just so much to talk about. We could actually talk about Robotech for hours.
Yes, we can.
You can. I mean, and there really is just days upon days of just discussion that can be had with the lore, with the characters, with the future of Robotech. But let's actually talk about that.
Yes.
Because there's some exciting stuff. So there is going to be a Robotech movie.
Yes, a live-action Robotech movie.
Live action.
Yes, we have an agreement with Sony Pictures for worldwide rights to make a live-action Robotech movie. And we just attached a director. His name is James Wan. He directed Furious 7.
Yeah, and that's actually a pretty big deal. You know, I'm going to try and audition for that. I'll fail, ultimately. I don't really have the chops to get out there.
Well, it's a little too early. Everyone's asking, too. Everyone's saying, well, what about the cast? Who's going to be in it? Folks, it's too early.
Yeah.
Talk about casting.
So I
right
still
now.
have a chance, is what
you
you're
still have a
telling
chance.
me, Kevin.
You still have a chance.
All right, man. If I believe in the Veritech, you know, lords, I could make it happen. So I'm going to do that.
But you know, Michael Gordon, who wrote 300, is right now writing the screenplay. He just sat down, starting this summer, writing the screenplay, and we're waiting to see his first draft to come in and get our notes. We just started the process.
Yeah, and actually, Mark Hanton and was it
Mark Hanton and Gianni Nunari are the producers. They produced 300. 300 Rise of an Empire. And we're really excited to be working with them.
Yeah.
And we actually have some videos of them. They couldn't. Mark and Gianni couldn't make it to Comic-Con, but they recorded some videos. It was recorded on a cell phone, so the quality's a bit low. But we want to play some of the videos for you, the fans here, because they have a message for you, the fans.
Yeah.
So
let's go ahead and take a look at the videos from the producers.
Yeah.
Comic-Con fans, how are you? I'm sure you guys are great. I just want to really promise that, first of all, I'm sorry I couldn't be there. We're working on the fantastic Robotech project. I want to thank Frank Agrama, who is the guy who kept Robotech alive for all these years. My partner, Mark Anton, as usual, who is always there for me. The team behind is incredible. A filmmaker like James Wan, it doesn't need any presentation. He's awesome. Michael Gordon, who's writing right now, and at the end, myself. The studio Sony cannot be better than that. I can't wait to be there with you. I can't wait to show you what we're doing. I hope to surprise you in the best way we can in 2016 at Comic-Con again. Bye. Ciao.
I'm Mark Canton, producer of Robotech. I'm sorry I can't be there to share this great day with all of you. Along with my partner Johnny Nunari, we are thrilled to be involved in the amazing future of Robotech. As I'm sure you all know, the legendary Frank Agrama and his company Harmony Gold has had the rights for many, many years. Johnny and myself asked our friend and colleague Michael Gordon, who wrote 300, to join us on this, and we're particularly excited because of the addition of not only Michael, but the unbelievably talented young maestro director James Wan, fresh off of Furious 7, who's come aboard to create this amazing Robotech world and franchise. And there's nothing that Johnny and I have done that we're more excited about, whether it's 300 or Immortals or all the other movies we've been fortunate and blessed enough to make in our careers. This is the culmination, going back to Batman with Tim Burton, or Men in Black, or Starship Troopers, or so many other amazing movies and franchises. We're very proud to have Sony as our partners. For me, it's the first time back at Sony in many years. Be prepared, because the original Robotech is coming. It's not like anything anyone would have seen before. Thanks for your time, and hopefully next year we'll all be sitting together at Comic-Con to celebrate the film that will either be in production or just made. My best, and now I have to go put on my costume for Robotech. Cheers.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome stuff, man.
Yeah. We're really excited to have
yeah.
Mark and Gianni working on this. They have a proven track record in Hollywood, and we think they're going to help make a great Robotech movie. We're working directly with them. It's awesome. We're very happy with our production team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pumped for it. When I heard rumblings of a Robotech movie, and there were a lot of talks of people who were going to be involved. I know they mentioned Leonardo DiCaprio for a brief time. Overall, though, I'm pumped to see what can be done. In this era of movie making and television, the great strides that have been made. I mean, even if you look at like things such as The Walking Dead or Daredevil, but going into the movie realm with Transformers, which
Yes.
really speaks to this particular audience as far as like how it could look. That's very exciting stuff.
Yes. It's a really exciting time to be a Robotech fan. It's a really exciting time to be an anime fan. Heck, it's a really exciting time to be a fan of Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
Look at Comic-Con, folks. I mean, I was here since 2006, the first Comic-Con. Now we have we've outgrown the Javits Center. Is that not amazing? It's
I know.
a great time to be alive, actually.
It's actually kind of nuts. I've been coming to Comic-Con for many years. I've hosted many New York Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
And you know, as a New Yorker, I mean, this is it's my home. It's, you know,
Yeah.
I'm from the Bronx, right? You know, it's
Word.
this is it's been really a revolutionary kind of
Yes.
experience for New Yorkers and for fans of this culture. And I'm just glad to have been here to be able to talk about Robotech. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and to this day, still enjoying the stories, you know, of Rick Hunter and his, you know, and what he's accomplished. And I think, you know, man, people are going to be in for a treat. It's
I
going to
think,
be great.
you know what, the best part is, as Carl Masek said, the best is yet to come for Robotech. There's a lot of great stories to tell, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you and everyone out here, to the fans.